What if Iowa's strangest monster was never from Earth at all? In 1903, the people of Van Meter described something impossible. A tall, winged creature with bat-like wings and a horn on its head that emitted a blinding light. Not just glowing, strong enough to blind, strong enough to pierce the night sky like a living searchlight. For 5 nights, dozens of people saw it, and then it disappeared. But the detail that has fascinated researchers ever since is the horn. Because nothing in nature works quite like that. Witnesses swore the horn wasn't decorative. It functioned. It produced a beam bright enough to illuminate entire streets. Some said it swept across rooftops like a lantern. Others said it glared directly into their eyes. But how? Bioluminescence does exist in nature. Fireflies, glowworms, deep-sea fish, even some fungi. But what they produce is faint, eerie, never a beam, never powerful enough to mimic technology. Could the horn have been something else? A biological organ capable of focusing energy like a living flashlight? Or a piece of alien tech fused to the creature's body? Some believe the Van Meter visitor wasn't of this earth at all. Its glowing horn, resistance to bullets, and sudden disappearance all fit with the idea of an extraterrestrial scout. In the early 1900s, UFO wasn't a common phrase, but sightings of strange airships and glowing lights were reported across the Midwest. Was the visitor connected? Perhaps it wasn't a monster, but an alien explorer. Its horn, a tool. Its wings, not flesh and bone, but technology misunderstood by 1903 eyes. But what if it was Earthborn? Some suggest it could have been a massive bird, a misidentified owl or heron. The problem? No bird has a light-emitting horn, and none can withstand gunfire without flinching. Others propose it was a prehistoric survivor, a pterosaur-like creature somehow alive in 1903. But again, no fossils suggest light organs, and none could resist a hail of bullets. The natural explanations fall short, which is why the mystery endures. And then there's the strangest angle of all. The creatures were seen retreating into an abandoned mine. What if they weren't visitors from above, but residents from below? Deep caves and subterranean ecosystems hold countless species we've barely studied. Could a population of strange winged beings exist underground, emerging only when disturbed? If so, the glowing horn could have been an adaptation to pitch-black environments, like the light of an anglerfish, guiding them through the dark. Of course, skeptics argue it was mass hysteria, a shared illusion triggered by fear and darkness. Perhaps townsfolk mistook owls and shadows for something otherworldly. The glowing horn, lantern reflections, nerves, imagination. But if that's true, how did multiple respected townsfolk night after night describe the same details? And why did bullets seem to have no effect? The Van Meter visitor was never seen again, and maybe that's what makes it so terrifying. Most cryptids, Bigfoot, Mothman, Chupacabra, linger in repeated sightings. But this one stayed only a week, just long enough to leave a scar. So was it alien tech, a subterranean cryptid, or simply the imagination of a frightened town? No one can say for certain. But the question lingers. If the Van Meter visitor returned today, with its blinding horn lighting up the night, would we finally recognize it as science, or still call it a monster?